It's a little too cold and too windy to cook ribs over the fire like I'd planned to today, so instead I'm going to work on cleaning out the pit anyway, and had an idea that I might want to try to put together, since I have some extra parts, to utilize the heat better and not waste as much wood. I'll get to that in a little bit. So here it is. This is a shout out to my brother Sean. 20 years ago maybe, he got me the uprights, the hooks, and all this for Dutch oven cooking. And it's heavy steel. It's been out here for 20 years and it'll last a lifetime. My grandkids will fight over who gets this. But it comes with different size hooks, so if you want closer to the heat, to the fire, use a longer hook. You want to get it up and just simmer, you can use one of the shorter hooks. There's a large fire poker, and probably hard to see in the video, but there's pieces right here for a rotisserie, which it came with a stainless steel rod that has a handle and a peg on one end, and it's great for pork loins. You can put a 24-inch pork loin through that, or put that through a 24-inch pork loin and set it in here, catch that smoke, that heat, and you can baste it, barbecue it, whatever you're doing. And every 15 minutes or whatever time you decide, you pull that handle out, rotate it, push the pin back in, and try to keep track of your rotating time. The other cool part about this is the swing grill, just what it sounds like. Again, this is 20 years old and it's still holding up. And every spring I'll scrub all these down and put a good coat of some type of vegetable oil on there. But this one, you can put your steaks, burgers, chicken wings, whatever you're doing, right over the heat on this grate. And when you need to baste it, barbecue sauce, whatever, you can swing it out, do that off the heat, and bring it back over the heat. This will also adjust height closer to the coals if that's what you want. So I had used this maybe 2 or 3 years and just had rocks around all this at the base and lost a lot of heat. As soon as it cleared that rock, you can see they're not that tall, it would dissipate. So I came up with this design of the walls that I wanted, and my buddy Steve made it all out of a heavy diamond plate. Again, it wasn't cheap, but it will last a lifetime. And I'll show you one of those side parts here in just a second. The rest of this is refrigerator racks, that old refrigerator racks, and grill grates that I got from people that were getting rid of their grills. And you can set those grates over there, put your meat on there, cook it right off the coals. So let's talk about what we're going to do here in a minute. And this came out of an old fireplace set where I can get in there and pick up my coals or wood and move it around and adjust the fire to how much and where I want it. And all this just kind of hangs out here, and we use it quite a bit. So let's talk about the design of these steel plate walls. They're extremely heavy, but the way I designed them, and Steve built them perfectly, they have these pegs, legs, that are wider at the top, and the idea was to keep some airflow at the bottom, so the further it goes in the ground, it gets wider and you'll have some airflow there. Handles to make it portable, and there's rings in here to put your rod through to help keep it secure in the ground. The design was to make it portable, which it is, but it's a pain in the butt. It's very heavy stuff, and I think I've only taken it somewhere else maybe twice. It's just a lot of effort. But that's a look at the fire pit, and let's get into making this new adjustment to see if this is going to work any better. This fire will help get out the grass and stuff that's grown in here. We'll burn that out before we ever cook on it. And this back plate, I can just drop it down if I need more airflow to get stuff going through there. And when I want to restrict the airflow, we'll just hook it back in place. Pastor Josh, if you were watching, I have just about determined this will be almost the perfect size to cook one of your famous tomahawk steaks on, which always goes best when paired with some of Jeff's shotgun shells. So Jeff, Josh, you guys get together and let's get this figured out. Obviously, I'm not cooking on this right now, but you can see how these grates will go across that bed of coals and that heat so that I can cook right on top of those grates and use this thing. Again, perfect for if you don't have one of these and you do any outside cooking, like to do ribs, these are perfect for racks of ribs.